Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of Nasdaq Spotlight. I'm your host, Lisa Roberts, and joining me from Times Square in New York is Nate Storch, CEO and co-founder of Amenity Analytics. Amenity is an Intel Capital portfolio company that helps companies like Nasdaq utilize natural language processing analytics to gain actionable insights and improve their business process. So welcome, Nate. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Lisa. It's a pleasure to be here.
So can you tell us more about what Amenity does and who your customers are?
Absolutely. So at Amenity Analytics, our mission is to transform text into valuable assets for the benefit of you and your business, your stakeholders, and society at large. In today's world, we all suffer from the deluge of information that's coming at us every minute. It's never been harder to understand what's meaningful for you and for your business, for your investments, your portfolio, and I would say that it's impossible using yesterday's tools. At Amenity, we believe that the most important commodity in business is information. So we've built a natural language processing platform that we use today to analyze news, earnings call transcripts, regulatory filings, email, all of the documents that we spend so much time analyzing. And we enable our clients to produce data sets out of those that they're using today to drive insights, efficiency, and ultimately impact workflows in a very positive way. And we're doing this with insurance companies, with banks, and other large corporate institutions.
So can you give us a practical example of how companies are using NLP technology to improve their business?
Sure. So we're using this today to analyze all of the earnings call transcripts that are produced every quarter. And earnings call transcripts are a unique window into what's going on at every company. And they allow us to understand things like what companies are saying around margins or revenue growth rates. And with that, because we're able to turn that into data sets, we're able to understand the correlations to previous stock price movements and alert our customers to when the companies that they have exposure to are talking about these key trends, these key topics, and how that might impact their exposures.
Interesting. So what makes Amenity different from the competition? What's your unique value proposition?
So at Amenity, when we were founded almost 4 years ago, from our earliest days, we went after some of the biggest and most sophisticated financial institutions. And that drove us to a very high level of performance. We didn't go after the low-hanging fruit. And we look at this really measured in 4 key ways. The first is accuracy, and you know this very well from the work that we've done together, is that we are able to drive our data to human levels of accuracy or above. The second is speed, and we're able to go from idea to production level data set in timeframes measured in days or weeks versus the current standard, which is months or even years. Third is the system is smart, that we're able to come out of the box loaded with the knowledge of the domain. And finally is flexibility, and that we want to empower our clients to get the information that they need from the types of text that they want to analyze. And what this has resulted in is a paradigm shift from today's world, where world-class NLP is really only available to a small number of very sophisticated companies, to today, where all the companies that we're working with have access to this type of world-class NLP capabilities.
Including a company like Nasdaq.
Absolutely.
So Nasdaq's regulatory group actually has partnered with Amenity Analytics to improve the efficiency of the compliance program. So can you tell us a little bit more about that project and how's it going?
Sure. Well, Lisa, you came to us with a really interesting problem, in that your group was charged with overseeing information that's disclosed in almost 50,000 documents a year and required to extract this at a very high level of accuracy. Now, augmenting your approach here, and in our partnership, we really had to focus on 2 key aspects. The first was accuracy, and it had to be, again, at human levels of recall and precision. And second was integration, in that we had to seamlessly take that data and deliver it into your systems in a way that had zero risk, that we could really rely on in order to drive production. And through a lot of iteration and a lot of hard work, we're really proud that we're in production today and able to see tangible results from this work we've done together.
Yeah, no, it's been a great journey, and we're happy to take it with you. Can you talk about how some of your other customers have been using your products?
So, we, again, analyze news, email, regulatory filings, earnings call transcripts, for the purpose of really understanding what's going on in the world. There's so much information that's coming at us. And to be able to get this information into data sets that can be analyzed in a way that's systematic, that's quantitative, and ultimately accountable has huge power, not only for those people who are looking to analyze things very systematically, but also for people who are looking for insights, looking for trends. The most important thing we can do for our clients is alert them early to those trends and those anomalies that are going on so that they can act before their competition.
So could you give some companies advice, companies that haven't started down this NLP analytics road, about where they should maybe start thinking about it? How do they, what's the first step here?
So the first step is to realize that there is a solution out there that you can deploy that is cost effective and that can deliver results. And then it's really to understand that there is a process that we've developed, that we've worked with together, that incrementally will move the ball down the field towards that end zone, towards that goal of ultimately being successful. But what we found is that there are challenges out there, but through hard work and persistence and through the great technology that we've been able to develop, that we can achieve even the most difficult projects.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Nate, for joining us for this episode of NASDAQ Spotlight. Signing off now from the NASDAQ market site in Times Square. Till next time, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.